Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Central Park Rangers soccer as your Red Army prepares to take on the Kingston Capitals for the second time in this WPSL season. I am Derek Bullier, joined by Matt Lebov, and we're excited to broadcast this game tonight at the same time or similar time as the U.S. men's national team, but we hope you guys tune in to hear as well. Also, a watch party at Brooklyn Brewery starting at around 7:30 is when the seats are going to start to fill up, hosted by the Central Park Rangers, so hoping everyone can be there as well. But first we got to pay attention to the field here this evening. Got the Kingston Capitals, where the Red Army played them a couple weeks ago and they pulled out the victory 3-2. And I mean, it was an expected victory, Matt, with the Rangers. They're currently second in the conference, and the Kingston Capitals are sitting at the bottom. So certainly a game that the Rangers, I'm sure, are expecting to get a win out of, even though it was a little hard fought in game number 1 that they played again a couple weeks ago.
They say that New York never stops moving. Here, everybody's chasing something. Money, success, recognition. But us? We're chasing a feeling. That feeling when the lights go on, the city disappears for 90 minutes, and strangers become teammates. And teammates become family. Because family is what happens when you've been around for over 25 years. There's no contracts, no million-dollar stadiums, no headlines waiting for us in the morning. In a city where everybody's passing through, we have found something worth staying for. This club isn't built on fame. It's built on the late train ride home, sharing water bottles, and showing up for each other. This is more than a team. It's community, it's belonging, it's New York. Because in the biggest city in the world, you're never alone when you're a Ranger.
Taking a look back at the field, we've got both teams walking onto the field. Gonna have the national anthem here played here in a sec.
Yeah, just the refs were like taking over my cable for a second, so it was just like, but now I think it's good. It was like kind of just, there's like no real space here. Like it just kind of sucks. But it's fine. No, it's Randall's Island. Yeah. So, I remember going to the game. You know, what was the score when we last played this team? Us? Okay. I think I remember that. Yeah, okay, I'm yeah, okay. Yeah, that's some like random goal. It's kind of like, the Rangers just gotta work on plates maybe. Yeah.
both teams gonna take the field. And again, I am Derek Buller, joined by Matt Lebov. We're excited to have this game once again for you guys. We're here at Randall's Island, so it's a home match for the Central Park Rangers. And Matt, we saw this team a couple weeks ago. We were actually supposed to see them about a week ago, but that game unfortunately canceled, rescheduled for this evening. And in that match that they played a couple weeks ago, ended 3-2, but the Capitals really haven't been super competitive against other teams in the division, so it was a little unusual seeing the Rangers allow so many goals, although I say so many is just 2 goals, but to a team that really hasn't had much success against anyone else in the division, it was unusual seeing a team that had been pretty dominant against, or pretty strong against the other teams they played, that seemingly have a lot more potential and a lot more success.
Yeah, Derek, I'd say the key word for today is focus. As we talked about last game, the Central Park Rangers played a lot better, but I think a couple of times, especially defensively, maybe they lost focus. And Kingston, they have some quality. They were able to take advantage and make it a close game, a lot closer than it should have been. And I think today that's just what the Rangers are going to have to work on, is stay locked in, start to finish. I talked to the coach a little bit before, and he mainly just said, nothing special today. Just play your own game, play how the Rangers want to play, and they should have a good chance of coming out with a win again today.
Yeah, I think if they can establish themselves early and create that pressure that they're used to, and kind of establish how they want to play versus how Kingston's going to want to play today, I think they'll find really good success, maybe better success than they had their last time out. They had some success against Sporting in their last match. They ended up drawing again for the second time this season, 2-2 against them. So they're currently sitting second in the division, below Vale, just above Sporting. Brooklyn City FC fourth. Kingston yet to get a win or a draw, so no points for them. They're at number 5 at the bottom of the table. It's a big match for the Rangers, looking to maybe climb up. As we are kicked off here, and Kingston will start with it. They're going left to right in blue. The Red Army, they're going right to left, in the red and black, and they're quickly establishing a lot of pressure in the backfield. That one's going to skip away. That one might go out of play.
Yeah, Derek, we're just about at what we like to call the business end of the season here, especially for a team like the Rangers, who have goals and aspirations for a postseason. A couple of losses, you're sitting at home. A couple of wins here at Nationals in California. These upcoming games will be, to put it simply, important for them. And we'll just have to see how they're able to kick into form as things come along.
Absolutely, got to see how they can build upon what they've built earlier in the season. Like you said, they're in the business part of the season. Everyone's going to look to get the wins and the points where they can, so might be a little tougher than at the beginning of the season, and you can't make those excuses as you were earlier in the season that you were just getting into the season. You really got to play like you mean it, and if you don't show up, you're not going to be able to make those opportunities. Like you said, this Rangers team always vying for that playoff spot, and if they don't play like they mean it every single match against whoever their opponent may be, it's going to be tough to stay in it.
Absolutely, and not just that, but a game like this against a team that you should win is a great opportunity to figure out, to iron out how you want to play. You want to be going into be in good form going into this time of the season. At the moment, the Rangers, a couple of important wins, important games. They've been playing well. As a goal scoring opportunity comes in. That's a goal.
That one's going to be tapped right in. Interrupting you there, Matt, is that one's just tapped right in. First couple minutes of the match, Rangers already up 1-0. Got the goalkeeper lacking there and just was able to walk right into the goal. An easy goal number 1 as they established that pressure early, and just 2 minutes in, not even maybe when the goal was scored, Red Army already up 1-0.
What a start. I mean, I was just talking about, you want to play confident. You want to play well at this point in the season, and teams like Kingston you want to take care of. And I mean, 3 minutes in, you're up 1-0, on the right track to doing just that.
I mean, it seemed like the Rangers were cooking something there, but it didn't seem like it was going to amount to a goal as quickly as it did. But, I mean, they just went right down the middle of the field, got a pass into the box, caught the goalkeeper coming out and maybe trying to do a little too much, or maybe trying to overcome her defense, as her defense maybe not doing enough to help her out, but just able to tap that one in, basically walk it into the goal. So the Rangers really quickly here establishing their game like we talked about.
I mean, you could see it even from straight off the kickoff. Kingston gave it right away. There's absolutely no pressure. Disappointing from them, but Rangers able to start fast, and I'm sure they're going to keep that going as they move down this left wing.
Tried to center that ball, but it's going to go off of bodies, so out of play. Going to stay with the Red Army.
Still lots of time. As we were talking about, if you're the Rangers, you can't get complacent here. You want this to be at least 2-goal cushion by halftime when you're playing like this.
Yeah, when you score as quickly as you do, you definitely want to keep adding on to that. Especially, again, a team you've beaten before. You know you're confident in your abilities. You can do it again. Just got to keep working what you did, especially when basically right at the beginning of the match you start with a 1-0 lead. You don't want to concede anything. You saw Kingston make that mistake that allowed that goal. You don't want to make a similar one or any kind of mistake that can easily lead to tying it back up.
Oh, nothing easy here is really the key. You want to keep playing fast. You want to keep playing physical. Play possession and put this game away, ideally.
Looks like that one's going to roll to play. Going to stay with Kingston. They're going to play quickly. Going to try and go down that right wing. Gets an odd bounce on the throw. Surrounded by Red Army. It's going to stay with Kingston, though. This is their first real pressure in the Red Army third.
It was a good move to take that throw in quickly. It kind of had some space for a cross. Just sent in here now. A little confusion.
Got it in the air. Kingston's going to get in front of it. That one's going to get tapped in. Chloe Widger went down and wasn't able to recover in time. So Kingston quickly capitalizes on their first opportunity, and we're back tied up at 1. I mean, we just mentioned it, Matt. You didn't want to make a mistake that we can see the goal when it looked like there. A lot of confusion, miscommunication. Widger came out a little too much, ended up on the ground. No one was able to recover in time to really put any pressure on it. Made an easy shot. Kingston ties it back up.
Coach is going to be upset about that one. I mean, a goalie you let up like that is all about communication from the defense. And a ball just wobbling in, you got to talk. You just say, I got it. And, I mean, clearly nothing like that happened. And it's an easy enough chance for Kingston to capitalize, and fair play to them. It's 1-1 now.
Rangers trying to go down the middle. A lot of physicality. Kingston pressures it away.
That's literally what we're talking about with the complacency. You have to stay focused. You have to. The talk is one of the most important things in soccer. A couple things to look out and iron out here for the Rangers. They look to move and attack once more.
That one's through left wing. Tries to do something with that. Ends up in no man's land. Shot towards, or cross towards the middle. It's not going to find anyone. Kingston's going to clear that away, but the Rangers right there to try and get that possession back in rolling. Top of the box. Touch gets it in, but cleared. Rangers get in front of it. Kingston now going to try and get their numbers forward. Oddly, with that possession, not a lot of urgency from Kingston to really move forward. They're kind of still stuck in their own backfield and at midfield. Just not really seeing a lot of pushing up forward to kind of create any kind of an attack.
No, they've definitely had some trouble getting out. It looks like mainly the center backs, the defenders have had a lot of trouble holding on the ball. There's some chance wide here. It's a good move.
Gonna go down further the center. Whitger's gonna drop right on that one. Just a little too much on that.
Maybe some to start here, Derek. I mean, straight off the kickoff, it looked a little wary. Now, kind of maybe growing in this game just a little bit. Get it to your more technical players, get it to your midfielders, or get out wide. Let them kind of move the ball around and got a shot here. Not bad. Trying to keep it here, but you got to get out wide. You got to get out of pressure. It's a poor giveaway there.
Yeah, right at her. This Rangers gonna see if they can push it down. Gonna keep the possession.
Maybe a chance for the Rangers to calm things down. Just play it out wide. You can, yeah. You just can't force it in the middle. If the pass isn't there, you gotta look right and get out immediately. I keep going back to this word complacent, Derek, but you gotta move quickly. And right now the Rangers, they look kind of slow to me.
Just seems a little lack of, urgency kind of maybe on both sides, just playing a little slowly rather than the quickness we saw really in the first 2 minutes where the Rangers established their presence early, and that's what led to the mistake. But then a miscommunication mistake of their own, equalizer, and now it seems like both teams a little weary to kind of push it, take those risks, as they saw what a mistake could do early. So after super early scoring, these teams a little, like you said, weary.
Yeah, there's a chance, it's 90 degrees out today. Sometimes the heat can have a factor in how quick or slow you play, but at some point, if you're not moving the ball in the right places, that's not heat. That's a mistake.
Yeah, you mentioned the heat. Giant heat wave across basically the entire East Coast, so much of this area extremely hot. There's a shot there, it goes off a body from the Rangers. See if maybe they try another. They might go out wide. Kingston's in front of that pass, but right back with red. Heard a whistle there. Looks like maybe a foul. Gonna be a free kick now. Kingston first of the match. See another giveaway there. It goes right back to the Rangers.
Trying to move it through the middle out here. Maybe try and get it back out wide. The goalie's gonna punt it long. Someone on the end of it, but it goes all the way through. Rangers can recycle lots of time in their own half.
Yeah, they have much more time than they're used to, I'm sure. Kingston, not a team that really applies a lot of pressure on the opposing third. That one's kicked hard off a body, gonna be a throw-in.
It's another thing to think about. They just came off playing Brooklyn, and that's one of the highest pressing teams I've really seen them play this year. Sometimes to some extent you get used to playing under that kind of press and you move it a little too quickly. I wonder if there's some of that here, maybe a little bit of you're waiting for the defender to be there and they're not. He seems giving them a good amount of time on the ball, but they're just not, kind of having trouble moving it around, maybe playing a little too quickly for their own good at times. It's just off right now, Derek, is really all I can say.
Definitely not what you're accustomed to when you tune into one of these matches. There's just something that's not exactly right as nearly gets in front of that pass. Saw a shot earlier after a nice through ball, but wasn't able to connect, went a little bit wide. Kingston, now they're pushing forward. Good touch there down the right wing.
Good touch again. They kind of move it around. Get out wide for now.
Mixed in between the technical and mental errors of the match so far, we've seen some pretty nice soccer, some good touches, some good passing, just a couple big mistakes, obviously the two that led to the goals, and just a couple technical errors where the ball travels a little too far, hits the wrong target, maybe you don't see a defender and it goes right at them. So in between, the passing mistakes as Ranger goes down hard, no foul called.
Foul to me. A physical challenge there. Maybe that'll show you how this referee is gonna set things up today. We've had kind of a mix. A couple who call just about any challenge, a couple who like to let things go, and that is kind of important. To learn things early, learn what you can get away with. And I mean, if they're gonna let Kingston be physical, Rangers have to be physical to match it.
Down the left wing, challenging that one. Gets them forced back and maybe stealing the possession away. Still pushing towards midfield. Kingston's going to be forced all the way back to recycle. Some good pressure on that one-on-one. Ended up from the left wing, deep in the Rangers' third, all the way back past midfield. Going to try and work that right wing, but cleared quickly. Matt, I mentioned it in the open, but the U.S. men's national team for the World Cup, they're playing it at 8 p.m. They're playing Bosnia and Herzegovina. Their opponent, actually, if they were to win, either of these teams, if they win, they were gonna face the winner of Belgium-Senegal. And after Senegal got two quick goals, one in the first, one in the beginning of the second half, Belgium stormed back really late in that second half, ended up winning on a penalty in the 125th minute in extra time. So if the U.S. goes on to win tonight, they'll play Belgium in the round of 16.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's soccer. If you're a neutral, it's just pure drama. It's something to get excited about. But if you're a Senegal fan, nothing but heartbreak. Kind of a disappointing campaign for them as Kingston 1-2 here. Go back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, some pressure there, but ends up just rolling slowly towards goal. Not sure if that was a bad touch, meant to be a cross, maybe meant to be kept on the edges of the box, but ends up just slowly rolling towards Widger in goal. They're going to get right in front of the goal kick, and they're going to storm right back.
It was a good move just getting that 1-2 and freeing up the winger, but you would have liked to see it either go across goal or maybe get a shot off if you're Kingston. Rangers kind of get off easy there.
Bad touch on the pass. So the pass itself was had a little more air on it than it maybe should have. Looks like Kingston, they're kind of found their own. It's not something we're used to seeing in the first match they played. It was kind of some big mistakes from the Red Army that led to the two Kingston goals. But Kingston playing much better here, kind of looking to form their own attacks rather than just win goals based off mistakes. As I say that, the Red Army, they're deep on that right wing, going to be taken back.
Good pressure, though. Able to win it right back. And that is what you're looking for as a Rangers fan. Is you lose it immediately. You give your best 5-10 seconds. You sprint. You press. Try to win it back. And able to do so there. Now they can launch another attack.
Gonna choose the left wing this time. Towards the box, see if she can keep it in. Looks like it's gonna go out. No, it stays in. Towards the center, right at the goalkeeper. Straight into her chest as she grabs that one on the fly. Real powerful shot, but found a body.
Beautiful move. I mean, like we said, thought it was going to go out of bounds. Somehow just kind of magically able to keep it in. Got a good shot off. Once again, would have liked to see that go across goal, but I don't mind the shot. Try and catch the keeper by surprise. A lot better looking move from Central Park this time.
Still not at 1. Saw a Rangers goal basically to open the game out. 2nd or 3rd minute. But then on a communication error from the Rangers, Kingston able to clap back, scored the equalizer in minute number 8. Been scoreless ever since as these teams kind of locked it down. On the mistake side, long shot there, going to sail way away.
Like we were saying, Derek, USA has high hopes this World Cup. They rarely win these knockout games, but I say they're kind of favored here against Bosnia.
Okay, they're pretty heavily favored, which, if you're a U.S. fan, not really used to seeing, is definitely not a scary opponent to see typically, the U.S. But, I mean, they've got some big players. Pulisic, obviously, the biggest on the team, high goal scorer. Bit of a disappointing end of the group stage. They lost their match against Turkey at the very end of the match. But, I mean, they had secured the group win, so that match really didn't matter on either side, just maybe a bit of a momentum. But I think if they won that match, it would have been a boost to their momentum. But I don't think losing it does much to them. I think they knew that the starters weren't exactly going to play, and it wasn't exactly a match that was needed to win or that they certainly were guaranteed to win. So I don't think a loss, especially in kind of that devastating manner, does too much to their mental side. But these elimination stages, it's what can break a team, and the U.S., like you said, not used to maybe playing in all those matches. See how they match up against a team like Bosnia, or maybe if they go further, a team maybe like Belgium.
Absolutely. I mean, I will say I don't think Bosnia is a team to completely scoff at. I mean, they're gonna want it for sure. They're gonna be tough in any of these World Cup games, as we saw. You might have said, "Oh, England's gonna knock out Congo," but that ended up being such a close game, such a nail biter. Congo, tough team. Bosnia, not the same build team, but also tough. I think they still have this guy, Edin Dzeko. Used to be a great striker in the English Premier League. Still playing for his national team, I believe. But, I mean, regardless, for a USA fan, it's a great draw. And you just have to be confident based on what you've seen so far.
Back here, Rangers, they're pushing forward on that left wing. See if they can get the cross off. Looks like it's going to stay on the ground. Edge of the box. Kingston looking to apply some pressure and get it out of their own end. Looks like a missed touch there from the Rangers. Allows it to leak away. Still fighting for it. Trying to see if they can win it back. Looks like Kingston's going to take it. And rolls out of play.
A lot of 50-50 balls that I feel the Rangers have kind of, get the better of Kingston, which you haven't been able to say as of late, especially on the goal kicks. Some physical play. A couple chances for the Rangers. See if they can capitalize on this momentum. Keep the ball out of Kingston's hands at least. Kingston's feet, rather.
A little past the 20-minute marker as we're about halfway through this first half. Really thought after the goal in the 2nd minute by the Rangers this might be a super high scoring affair, but we've kind of lost that goal touch the past about 15 minutes.
things have definitely slowed down. Both teams a chance to rest and regroup, kind of go back to feeling each other out, but maybe a chance here late.
Right right in front of the box, takes the shot on a bounce, finds the arms of the keeper. So again, taking that shot, not necessarily a bad decision, just not able to find the back of the net.
And most of the time, you're going to want to build up attack, send it across, try and get a little closer to goal. But, haven't really tested the goalkeeper yet. I mean, why not? I mean, see what you have in the other team. Scored 3 goals last time. I mean, they're definitely capable of scoring on this Kingston team. Why not take a shot from further out? Looks like we're going to hydration break, I believe.
Yeah, gonna take a little bit of a break here. Like Matt was talking about earlier, very hot all across New York City. So here at Randall's Island, gonna just take a little bit of time here, allow the players a rest, and we'll be right back with the rest of half number 1.
They're doing a hydration break. I said, no, I'm just saying I didn't even realize that they were doing a hydration break. Hello. But these are 10, so I guess it's that hot. Zoomed on my end. See that through. I think the video's fine. Sure, adjust the roll. Sure. Oh yeah, but that's just like something that happened. I mean more like the angle. Yeah. I've noticed. I think I might raise it one more.
Welcome back as the half looks to begin once again. There's a throw on this right side. Going to come from Kingston. Gets a touch to push it further into that corner, but it's going to ultimately roll out of play. No one in the area.
And I mean, the importance of some of these hydration breaks, they've been controversial at the World Cup. On top of drinking water, it gives both teams a chance to talk about what's going right and going wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some changes in the formation of the personnel or just even in terms of play style coming out of the break.
Yeah, I mean, if you take away the big mistakes that were made to score those goals, there really haven't been that many opportunities created purely by the offense to score. It's been taking advantage of mistakes, which you often do in games like these, as the Rangers are now pushing forward. That one's through, got a lot of defenders in the area. Trying to find some space in the box, going to be forced out, barely gets the touch on it. It's going to roll a little further than they maybe would have liked. Gets that in between defenders. Looking to cross. Gets it in the middle. Trip there. Looks like it's going to be called. Going to see if maybe that's in the box.
Looks like just outside the box, but either way, a free kick. Very, very dangerous position. This is the kind of spot you dream of as a free kick taker. You kind of go to either side. Try and power it past the goalie or float it over the wall. Be a good opportunity to go up 2-1 here.
Maybe try and use that wall to your advantage. Block the sighted the keeper, but really good opportunity here. A little bit further than a penalty. Obviously, they get the wall as well. It's basically the edge of the box, so maybe a little unlucky there if you're the Rangers. A break maybe if you're Kingston, but it's like it's going to be Mullich taking the corner, or the free kick, excuse me. Doesn't get enough on it and keeps it on the ground right at the keeper. So, a little bit of a failed opportunity there for the Red Army.
I don't hate going low, but still need some power on it. You still need some direction. It has to be towards the corner. And I mean, on the ground at the goalie, I mean, I'm sure Kingston will have no complaints, but a really good chance for Central Park and not much to come out of it.
Ton of pressure as they're pushing forward again. Looks like it's going to sneak away. And the girls in blue going to maybe push it forward. It's like that pass a little errant. Going to allow the Rangers to recycle it instead. Mulch now going to see if she pushes forward. Tries to get it centered. It's in the box. Looks like she's going to be offside.
Flag's gone up. She's going to hold her run. She's had a couple good runs here, though. A couple of good chances. One of them I would have rather just taken a shot, but yeah, they're still getting in the box and showing maybe a little bit more danger than before. Next goal will be so important. He comes out with the win today.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than obviously being up 2-1 at the game, I mean, you can really establish yourself and kind of play exactly how you want to play with that 1-goal lead, especially in a game that, again, regardless of the mistakes made, has been pretty tight. So that next goal is probably going to be the biggest one of the match, barring, again, any more huge mistakes that can lead to a goal. Rangers trying to clear it. It's going to stay with Kingston about midfield.
Kingston having a good run of possession here now.
Some really good
They
passing.
get out of their back. Good one, too. Just to go wide.
Not going to get it quite where she needed. It's going to be a goal kick now. Widger going to take that one.
I got to say, the Capitals have improved. I mean, early on, they were misplacing passes, maybe a little nervous, kind of playing slow, but all of a sudden, just putting a couple of 1-2s together, a lot better from them. And Rangers are going to have to be wary of that.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed the match a little earlier, and this was something that the Rangers likely were going to use to build their confidence, add on some points as a missed touch there on the pass that maybe bounced a little too high. It's going to be a mistake that leads to a Kingston possession. This is a match that the Rangers, I'm sure, expected to come out with a win here, whether it was hard fought or not, but looking here, the Kingston Capitals might have a bit of an advantage at the moment. Maybe a shot opportunity here, going to head white towards Widger. Not enough on it.
Good idea, though, cutting inside. Add some space once again, like we saw on the other side. Test the goalkeeper. See what you're up against. That one kind of a poor shot, but can't hate the decision making, and their offense has looked a lot better as of late.
Gets the touch and gets past. Look to see if she can do anything with it. Keep pushing forward towards goal. That one's going to go out. Off of Kingston's going to be the first corner of the match on this left side.
A good move. Great dribbling on that left side. Sometimes what you need in a deadlock game like this is just some creativity.
Corner's going to come in. It's real deep. Off Kingston first, heading towards goal. Looks like it might have barely found that left corner, but going to be a tick off. Go out of play instead. Now a goal kick coming. Going to be some more substitutions. Looks like Kingston's going to take off quite a few players, replace them. You mentioned the heat, so these substitutions going to mean a lot more for fresh legs and allowing players to take breaks. Obviously, you want to prevent any kind of injury, like, God forbid, any kind of heat stroke or anything happening.
Yeah, and when you're able to sub as quickly too, the importance of depth becomes so huge. Kingston only have 3 subs that they can really rotate in and out. Rangers, but more than that, and that could be very important today.
Yeah, dissimilar to the way the World Cup works, you get basically as many subs as you want. In the World Cup, you only get 5 the whole match. So, really much different rule set as the Rangers. They're pushing right down the middle of the field, have an open man on that left side, gonna get it to her. Perfect ball. See if they can keep it in. Cross towards the middle. Keeper's gonna find it. Really good ball, just maybe pushed a little too far and wasn't able to get it back towards the middle of the field, hugging the goal a little too much.
Another good opportunity down that left wing. I wouldn't be shocked if they keep trying to cycle it that way. They found a lot of success there, the Rangers, recently. No goals yet, but they're looking a lot more dangerous. Time moving down the right, kind of physical. Looks like Kingston is able to win it back. Kicking back quickly, though, by the Rangers. They look to cycle in the middle. Be a cross to be sent in.
Let's see if they can get it off. It's going to stay on the ground. Kingston's going to find it first. Stays in the middle. Big trip there. Not going to be a foul called, though. Gets up quickly. Shoved out the way. Going to try and win the one-on-one. Definitely going to be able to. Now down the left wing. Just one defender on a road, moving forward. Kind of similar situation as earlier. Tries to get down the center. Open space. Takes the shot. Just off.
Like we said, just moving down that left wing so well. Able to square it there, and a really good opportunity for the Rangers. Would have liked to see that get on goal, but going for the corner is always a smart decision.
Seems like it's the Rangers going to add on some substitutions as well. You talked about depth. Rangers definitely going to utilize theirs, but seems like 3 or 4 times now that left wing pushing way deep, basically along the line of the field, and then trying to cross the very last second. Hasn't quite led to a goal yet, but it seems like that's the Rangers' plan as the moment. Kind of continue to use that left wing as they get in front of that pass. Deep in the Kingston third. Fakes the left down the middle now. Tries to get a shot off. Kingston's going to jump the ball there. Still keeping it on the edge of the box, but Kingston finally going to get it away. Going to go down that right wing.
All of a sudden we're seeing a bit of sustained pressure from the Rangers. Maybe found a couple of things that work for them, although taking back, it could be a counterattack now.
Really good win on that one-on-one. Just got to wait for the numbers to catch up, but doesn't seem like Kingston's too urgent to move their numbers forward. They've got most of their players still in their backfield, which is useful now as the Rangers going to counterattack, but when it looked like Kingston was on the counter, they just don't have the numbers to really work with anything, but that's a beautiful through ball. Defenders quickly catching up. Right at the edge, going to try and knock it off to get a corner, but keeps it in play. Beautiful move to move her body to keep it in.
Can't say you're wrong about that, Derek, as the Rangers look to go on another counterattack of their own here, and they could have a chance on the left wing.
We try and get the cross off. It's in. just missed. I think it's Asa James in the box who just missed the touch that maybe would have been the leading goal. Another opportunity here. Takes the shot, blocked off the hand of the keeper, gets it on the rebound.
Good series of pressure, but said the counterattack for Kingston's been kind of failing because even when they get it out wide, it's really a 1v4, 2v4. I gotta say their midfield's looked a little sloppy. I think the goalie will come out and get that one.
Molich kind of missed that touch, slowed it down, but just not nearly enough to keep it in front of her. Had a lot of space to work with, could have definitely been crafty. And as we gave praise to Kingston, it's quickly turned the other way as the Rangers essentially getting a really good possession every time down the field and preventing any extended presence from this Capitals squad.
I mean, at this point, with the amount of pressure the Rangers have been putting on, you're kind of just waiting till halftime as the Capitals see if you can make some changes. Right now, they just look slow. I mean, I know we talked about the Rangers looking slow, and both midfields a little sloppy at times today, but big difference is the Rangers moving a little quicker, a little bit more decisive, a little more direct. Had a couple more chances here because of it.
Yeah, had another one there, tried to get it in. Might have been a foul on the play, leading to a free kick rather than the goalie snatching that up. Just about 40 minutes in, so nearing halftime. See if either of these teams can put up a number and go into the half leading. Rangers with more pressure. Top of the box. Takes this shot and it's off. Goalkeeper gets in front of it even though it would have went behind her. Nearly allowed it to go out of play off of her rather than the attacking player, but keeps it in front.
Well, as a goalie, you can't really be too mad at that. You have the ball, and sometimes you'd rather make sure it doesn't go in the net, but I'd like to see Kingston play with a little more intensity here as we come down to the second half. Not really had it, especially in that midfield. They haven't really been able to transition offense, and because of that pressure from the Rangers, it's given them a lot more opportunities as of late.
Even more substitutions incoming. Rangers gonna have a throw in on that left wing. Try and keep the pressure going. Not too much stoppage time likely to be added, although there was the hydration break, so maybe 3 or 4 minutes, up to 5 possibly, depending circumstances of the game. Rangers in the box towards the middle. Kingston's gonna get a foot on it. Now clear it.
Kind of attack after attack here for the Rangers. Trying to move the ball a lot better from the back out wide and back in the middle again. A couple of chances coming that way for them. Kingston pretty lucky not to have been scored on yet. Looks to be out of bounds.
Yeah, just not able to tiptoe that line. As you can hear Coach Santos yelling. Still got 5 minutes left to play. Got to stay locked in, see if they can come away with something. Halftime is near.
On the other side, Derek, I'm pretty sure I heard some people talking about burn the clock, so I'm feeling pretty right. I think it looks like they kind of want to get into this halftime, at least find a way to break this momentum without getting scored on.
Some more Ranger pressure. See if they can come away with anything. They're going to swap sides. Maybe try and take it down the middle. Going to go off her defender right back to her. Now down the middle. Beautiful moves. Gets tripped up though. nothing going to be called. It's going to find the keeper.
Well, physical plays here from the Rangers. It just seems like the Kingston Capitals are kind of out of it in that realm, too. A little slow, a little tired, while Rangers just have more and more energy as this first half continues.
Down the middle. Fakes behind her. Tries to make a move. Going to go down that left wing. Down the center. Both players missed the touch. Bounded in the air. Going to roll out of play. Stay with the Rangers.
Turn there.
Trying to work the right wing now. Still some time left to make something.
The Rangers coach is yelling, trying to get a goal before halftime. How important will it be if they do?
Not sure if that was meant to be a cross or a shot, but didn't really end up being either. Just ends up behind the goal. So going to be a goal kick for Kingston. They really haven't been able to get it past midfield in quite a bit, it seems. It's been all Red Army the past 10-15 minutes, just not able to come away with anything yet. Molich takes the quick shot. Not going to find nearly enough of the center of the field to find the net.
They're good opportunities as we come up on halftime. But the Rangers may have to wait a little bit longer for that second goal.
And it looks like that's going to be the half here at Randall's Island, is after basically an opening goal for the Rangers in the second minute. Quickly storming back, the Capitals score the equalizer, and it looked like we were going to have a high-scoring match, but that's going to be the same score at halftime, as it's still 1-1. The end of that half saw a lot of really good stuff from the Rangers, a lot of good pressure, just not able to get it in the net. Matt, they've got a lot of good stuff working for them, but they just really have not been able to find that last-minute thing that allowed them to take another lead.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end of that second half, it looked like the Rangers kind of found something they might like. Most interesting thing to me will be whether they can keep up that pressure, or the Capitals can make an important change, flip the momentum.
Absolutely, and we're at halftime here. We're going to have the second half in just a bit, and at the same time, U.S. men's national team playing Bosnia and Herzegovina starting at 8 o'clock. Likely going to be at the same time, and we're going to have updates about that game as the second half continues as well, as maybe the Rangers and the U.S. can pull out a victory in the same night.
2 out of the 3 midfielders are playing with each other. I don't know, what combination, but you're not looking for each other. My center backs, and my fullbacks, both, you have the luxury of, at any point, whether it's Jay, Samara, Adriana, Amber, Asha, whoever my mid is, you have the luxury of having the strongest midfield, and they've touched the ball the least. How the hell does that happen? My fullbacks, I gave you the instruction. Either we're looking for a midfielders first, or we're being direct and playing to my striker's feet, unless she's asking for it through on goal. So why have we gone to the news so much?
They say that New York never stops moving. Here, everybody's chasing something. Money, success, recognition. But us, we're chasing a feeling. That feeling when the lights go on, the city disappears for 90 minutes, and the strangers come.
Welcome back to half number 2 as the Central Park Rangers prepare again against the Kingston Capitals. We're tied at 1-1 after some super early goal scoring from both sides, but nothing after the 10th minute. And we saw what head coach Santos was talking about with his Rangers. It was a lot of the same things that we had been talking about as well, but the big thing really was the lack of use of the midfield. And when you have a midfield as strong as the Rangers do, it's one of their key pieces that allow them to kind of hold on to possession as much as they do. They're a very possession-first team. And when you have a midfield like that and you're not avoiding them, but not using them to their capabilities, and they're not getting too many touches on the ball, that's a big part of maybe why they've been lackluster maybe on the defensive and offensive end, at least up until the last 10-15 minutes of that first half.
Yeah, absolutely, Derek. And I mean, it's kind of what we're talking about. As there's a chance here.
That one just knocked over the net. Beautiful chance there, super early on, as maybe they're using their midfield a little more here.
Absolutely. I mean, like we were saying, Derek, before I was so rudely interrupted by that great chance, midfield in the first half, kind of on both sides, was pretty sloppy. Both teams kind of opting to go out wide instead. And I thought part of the reason why they played better was because they started to build up the way they normally like to, using their midfield and using their creativity out wide. Interesting thing here, as I believe that's offside, will be whether the Rangers can keep up that same pressure that they had in the first half, or if Kingston can kind of finally settle back in and play the same way that led them to scoring and tying it up earlier today.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if they can do anything, especially maybe here. They got a corner after that beautiful save to choose to keep it close, and then ended up offside. Tried to crease that back towards the center of the field, but ends up out of play.
Some early good pressure. The Kingston Capitals trying to play out of their backfield, but immediately the Rangers are on their case. I mean, I feel like we didn't see that kind of pressure in the first half, but it's a good thing to see that they're able to put up some offensive pressure here as well.
Into the box, back out, cross towards the middle, misses the touch on the rebound. That'll roll just to the left of the post. Lots of really good chances
good opportunities here. I mean, yes, the ball is just moving so quickly. Capitals just can't really do anything about it. I mean, once you press the ball, it's already gone. That's when the Rangers are at their best.
Another corner here as they've quickly taken their second one. They'll choose to go in the box with this one. Long range shot right at the goalkeeper on a bounce.
That was a good idea. I mean, sometimes it's out there, a little momentum on the ball. I mean, your luck. enough on it, but they have it back immediately already. Really aggressive start to this half, a really good one for the Rangers.
Gonna choose down this left wing now. Maybe a little miscommunication there. Ends up with the Rangers still bounded around a couple times. Kingston might have a chance to go past midfield for the first time this half. Looks like they might not.
Rangers just kind of keeping him here, and I mean, honestly, Capitals kind of seem comfortable enough just to absorb pressure. Not much of an attempt to even do much other than defend and clear.
It's really all they can do when they're facing such big pressure. Now they're going to push it deep down that left wing, but just going to have one player chase it. No one else really in the area. Center of the field now. Rangers going to try and see if they can form something once again. In the box, keeper comes out, gets off the foot. It's going to roll out a play. Looks like it's going to be corner number 3 of this half. Another really good chance there here, and it seems like it's just a matter of time before the Rangers inevitably are going to get something in the back of that net.
It really does seem like just a matter of time. I mean, at this pace, I can't even tell you if I've seen Kingston come out of their half yet, and the Rangers just the way they're able to move the ball around. Had a couple chances. They'll feel really good about how they started this half.
Nothing really comes of the corner, just more possession for the Rangers towards goal. It's going to roll behind it. Going to end up with a goal kick. Fakes the kick. Rangers just seems like anytime Kingston touches the ball, it ends up with a Ranger within a couple seconds. Kingston jumps the pass. That might be the first time this ball's rolled past midfield.
Absolutely, but it's the Rangers who have it in this part of midfield just as much. And they really, not much pressure once again from Kingston, kind of just able to build up how they want to. And it'll play just about to they want to do, how the Rangers like to play. Couple 1-2s, couple long balls. A chance here.
Send that long. They've got some space. See if they can do anything with it. It's going to keep rolling down in that right corner. Tries to cross towards the middle. It's going to go out of play. Going to be a goal kick.
And that's a disappointing one, Derek. They had numbers and they had the space, but just indecisive there. And I mean, it just essentially might as well have rolled out of bounds there. I think Capitals off easy on that chance.
Definitely the indecisiveness that has plagued the Rangers quite a bit this season showed there. Got another chance now. Going down this right side. Sent towards the middle. Miscommunication there. Crossed right in between two different red jerseys and just no one was there to even get a touch on it.
Wait, Derek, I can confirm that the United States game has started. 10 minutes in, it's 0-0. On a time to go.
Good to get confirmation on that. Appreciate that, Matt. Hoping to get some updates as maybe we'll see an early U.S. goal.
Would be nice, Derek. Would be nice. I mean, especially after all the really almost upsets today. As a USA fan, you're kind of hoping. I would say avoid that, but I guess the bigger teams came out on top. Hopefully, the United States can do the same and find their way into the round of 16.
Yeah, not a place that you see the U.S. a ton, as I've recently been a little better on this men's soccer side, but certainly gonna want to see them advance pretty far with the squad they have, and obviously, I mean, I don't really want to say home field advantage, but they're playing in San Francisco right now. It's as close
it
to home
absolutely is
field.
home field advantage, Derek. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it's absolutely true. And I mean, just continuing on that point, what an advantage it is for Mexico, Canada, and the United States able to have home field advantage. England going to play Mexico. There's elevation issues there too, not just Mexico being a tough team and just the things that they're more used to, as there's maybe a counterattack here.
Look at the sprint and the speed, though, from the Rangers to get in front of that one. That one's through past half field, gonna get tapped. Looked like small tap there is Molich not able to get too much on it. That one was kicked back all the way from behind midfield, so offside gonna be called there, but just not able to really get a good touch on that one. A little over 55 minutes already played here.
It's disappointing if you're the Rangers. They've been playing so well, but you're kind of running out of time. Gotta stay focused. Try and find that goal. You have some time to build up, but can't be complacent. You can't be slow. You gotta stay fast. Gotta stay with it. So you run the risk of giving the Capitals a chance to win it too, or run away with a point.
Yeah, Matt, you're right. Running out of time, but maybe running out of steam a little too. Playing how aggressive they're playing and playing how fast they've been playing it. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to do it. And I know they have a lot of substitutions, and I know we're a little over 10 minutes out of halftime, but it's still a lot of energy, especially after one full half, to keep expending over and over, and especially not able to come away with a goal just yet. That one's going to be crossed towards the middle. Looks like it's going to find just Kingston. Rangers now, shot opportunity blocked by Kingston.
Another one of those kind of things, and you got a great opportunity in the box. It's just really disappointing that you don't see that one being brought in goal. And at that, not much power. I mean, even if it did.
Gets a leg on that, going to hit the fence behind the goal.
It was another good chance there, but the finishing has been pretty poor, as I was about to say, by the Rangers. Getting in good spots, but I mean, really, it's got to improve here, Derek.
Throw for the Rangers. They're going to have possession once more. Towards the box. Going to lose the handle. Recycling middle of the field. Really, with how much pressure the Rangers have been able to establish and how much possession they've had this game, it really is a shock if you look at the scoreboard. It's still 1-1.
I mean, at the end of the day, most important number on the screen is the scoreboard, not the possession stats, no matter how high they will be for the Rangers right now as they themselves into a good position.
Center of the field knocks that one just off the side of the goal. Really good touch there, just not able to keep it between the bars.
It still feels like a matter of time here for the Rangers, but it's time that you're running out of here.
I mean, we keep saying that, but it seems like it's been a matter of time for, what, about 30 minutes now? And we are only at about 60 minutes here, but still, that's a lot of time that something could happen here. But even then, if this continues and the Capitals can hold on, it'd be their first points.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not time for desperation yet by any means, but to put it simply, it's a good opportunity. You have to take advantage of it. And so far, the Rangers have gotten good opportunities, but they have not been able to take advantage of them. It could be 2 or 3-1 right now. I don't think Kingston have been completely played off the field, but I'm sure the Rangers will be incredibly disappointed that they don't have at least another goal.
That one sent towards the box. One defender to her side. Now a second takes it down to the ground. No whistle.
Wow.
Looks like she was taken down to the ground by force, but nothing called.
I have to agree with you, Derek. That one looked like kind of a pull, and I mean, to me, it's a missed call, at least from my angle. I mean, you could say she goes down weakly, but it's still a dangerous tackle. I mean, maybe not dangerous, but kind of a rash challenge in the box, and it's kind of unfortunate for the Rangers that the referee lets go.
I mean, I think there's only been one foul called in this match, and it was early in the first half where the Capitals got a free kick. But other than that, I don't think there's really been any other foul called. Just misses the head on that cross towards the middle of the field. It's going to end up with the keeper. Seems like the goalkeeper's had maybe more touches than maybe some of the other players on the field. Seems like she's been real busy in front of the posts.
They've put her to work recently. I can't say much of that work has been especially difficult for the Rangers for the Capitals goalie. A lot of shots just kind of rolling on the ground. I mean, it's good that you're testing them, but I'd like to give them a harder test, Derek, I'd have to say.
Yeah, you want to see some more competitive shots. Rangers is the second place team facing off against a team that doesn't have any points so far this season, and this is their 5th match. This isn't exactly the result so far that they were looking for. Similar here as in San Francisco, U.S. Bosnia, still tied 0-0, just past the 20-minute marker. That one's going to go out of play this time. Instead of the Capitals getting a throw, it's going to be the Central Park Rangers. Pushing forward.
I mean, a lot of our talk, excuse me, Derek, a lot of our talk has been about the Rangers so far. Just back to the Capitals, I really have to say this is a pretty poor second half from them so far. I've barely seen them on the ball. They move the ball really slowly, and they look kind of sloppy. I don't know if it's nerves or if they just can't get a hold of it, but they haven't really gotten past that midfield marker. Still haven't, and it's disappointing. With they looked pretty good to start. They looked like they could offer some danger, and they barely had anything for the past half hour or so of game time, maybe more.
Yeah, I mean, this is resembling the very first probably 5 minutes of the match that we saw where the Rangers looked like they had a ton of control. Capitals stormed back, they scored, and then the next 20-ish minutes very even until the Rangers took hold and just had strong possession after strong possession, similar to what they've had this second half. But it just, the Capitals, they had that stint where they played very evenly with the Rangers and maybe even a little better. Just, I mean, you're right. It seems like playing very defensively, not a lot of urgency to get back on the attack, and it's led to very few possessions past midfield or very few possessions at all.
Yeah, it kind of seems like I want to say they maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit, or at this point they're more playing not to get scored on rather than to score. And I mean, you can see that pretty clearly.
Seems almost like they're playing to get the draw, even though they've been playing that way for basically the whole half. It's like they're conceding the whole second half just to try and get that draw. Tries to cross that towards center of the field. It's going to go down that left wing now. A lot of space, corner of the box. Takes the shot. Finds the top left, but taken away by the keeper. Looks like that's out of play as well. Going to be another corner.
It's a pretty good save that kind of more just good positioning than reflexes, but you had to be there. I like that a lot better from the Rangers. In air, some power towards the corner, but maybe another corner here. Maybe another opportunity. Gotta work on that finishing, Derek.
Couple players in front of the goal. Very spread out, though. Looping, center of the goal. Not going to find anyone. Tries to cross back towards the middle off the keeper. Able to clear it, maybe. Keeper gets a hand on it. A lot of danger there. Just again, Rangers not able to finish the job.
I mean, at some point, those missed chances, sometimes they come back to bite you. You got to pray for the best if you're the Rangers. You got to take advantage now. You got to get those shots on target, and you got to put one away. Otherwise, you give the Capitals a chance to get back in this.
Going to be a throw for the Capitals. This is the furthest they've been in the Ranger third, and this might be the first touch for the new Ranger goalkeeper. She dives on it, gets a hand out of position. Capitals with a chance here. Missed the touch. That one's in. After an extremely dominant second half, the very first possession, the Rangers even get halfway into Ranger territory. They score on a missed position by the new keeper. And it's now 2-1 Kingston.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about it. The Rangers had their chances, but they've kind of been maybe complacent, or they've just been off the finishing. And I mean, we were talking about it. Capitals. I mean, that had to be one of their first times in the opposition's half, in the final third, and they were able to just take advantage. I mean, how unorganized the Rangers look on that play too. I mean, just all out of whack. And it led to an open goal. And it's 2-1 to the Kingston Capitals.
Yeah, I mean, such dominance, and it seemed like maybe playing on the offensive side so long, maybe lost that position of, playing that defensive end. Chloe Widger subbed out for a new goalkeeper in the second half. Tried to dive on that ball. Wasn't able to get up and get back to her post fast enough. Led it to an open goal defender. Tried to get in front of it to block it, but just not in time. And that's the third wide open goal that we've seen. Every single goal scored has just been on a big error on the defensive end. And after so long, the Rangers continuously just putting shot after shot after shot in. One mistake there, and they find themselves down to a team that they likely should beat pretty handedly. They've lost their first 4 in all 4 matches they've played so far this season.
Yeah, it's a really disappointing one if you're the Rangers. It's hard to put into words. I mean, we talked at the beginning of the match about focus and about staying in it for the whole game, and I gotta say, all 3 goals kind of came from mistakes and kind of a lack of focus, to be honest there. It's not what you want to see, just to put it simply. Coach will not be happy with that.
Certainly not. And hydration break here. Capitals going to retake the field. Rangers in just a little bit. It's just been a very interesting match so far, and if you look at the numbers, and I know the numbers don't always tell the full story, and they definitely don't here, the amount of possession, the amount of shots, the amount of opportunities that this Red Army has had to put numbers on the board, and they just have not been able to come through. And then after 30-40 minutes of straight opportunities after opportunities, the Capitals wander into your territory and knock one in after some mistakes on positioning. It's just kind of astounding at how this game has turned out so far.
Yeah, I mean, even right there, Rangers give it right back. It's just been bad from the Rangers. There's no other way to put it. They had so much momentum. They looked good for, a long period of time, but momentum is meaningless. The scoreboard is king, and Kingston have been able to capitalize.
It's now 2-1 Kingston over Central Park, 71st minute. Still a lot of time left, but we were talking about it earlier. Not time for desperation. I think if there is any time for desperation, it would be now. Just less than 20 minutes left to play, and you're now down a goal after we were saying the Rangers looked inevitable to score at some point. They still have not come through, and they find themselves needing 2 to secure a win.
It's that wide here. You get one right back.
Takes the shot, doesn't find anything. Looks like it was heading towards a teammate. That one, it didn't go out of play. I assumed it was going to go out of play. It never ended up out of play.
Now Kingston can drive forward, maybe.
Really interesting play there. It looked like a shot at first, but it looked way more horizontal than heading towards goal. It looked like it was heading towards a teammate, maybe for a quick touch to end up in the other corner. Ends up staying in play. Kingston goes down that right side. They're staying at midfield now. Going to see if they can go down that left wing. Ends up in the center of the field instead. The Rangers going to take it back.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked a shot there. It's kind of hard to tell which one that was, but a lot of power across goal. I don't hate putting it across goal, but it wasn't the right move. I'd commit to one of the two, and kind of neither. It's getting and letting the Capitals off easily.
Still 0-0 U.S. Bosnia, just past 30 minutes. Broke the deadlock here at Randall's Island.
And Derek, as you say that, I believe the United States just scored.
Did I really just create that?
Checking now, they might. to take it back. We'll take a look here and get back to you on that.
Appreciate that, Matt, as I tried to give an update. Seems well, maybe I'll just leave it to you from now on.
I think it was called offsides, Derek.
That's devastating. As the Rangers here, open net opportunity, sails over the net. Really good opportunity there. Defenders behind her, caught up trying to take the shot right at the keeper, but way over her. Just Rangers not able to finish. It's been the main staple of their struggles this evening and in some other matches they've played this season as well.
Yeah, story of the night. I mean, sometimes teams with possession that are so focused on passing, sometimes they forget to shoot, or their finishing just isn't as prioritized. And I'm wondering if that's something that's happening right now, where you have so much of the ball, you expect to get that goal, and then when you don't, you're not quite sure what to do. And I mean, the Rangers, they need to figure it out. They need to figure out how to get that goal. They've had so much of the ball, and it's just been wasteful.
Foul called there. Kingston, they're going to have a free kick in their own territory. Minute 75 here.
And Marley's starting to creep. They're not sliding. Nothing quite sure.
Rangers going to jump that free kick. Good aggression, sprinting down the field. Going to try and get it through on that right side. It does. Trying to catch up to it before it goes out of play. Going to do it. Trying to get the numbers. Crossed. Off ahead of the Capitals. Going to dribble back to the Rangers. Crossed again. Tapped, but just to the left of the post.
Again, just so close, but they just can't capitalize. They've had the chances, just don't have the finishing right now. And now they need. They thought they were gonna get a win here. They're playing for a draw.
With how little time they have left, that might be the only option they have at this point. Just score one at the very least and still secure a point. Takes the shot from range off a body. Chance to recycle. Just not enough on that pass. Nearly loses the possession. Left wing. Towards the middle. Trying to create some space for the defenders, but the Capitals doing a good job defensively.
Behind.
Let's see if they go further on that right side. They will. Going to be offside. That's a pretty easy call there.
Yeah, well offsides. Easy for anyone to see. It's another turnover from the Rangers.
I mean, it's just some careless mistakes here and some pretty big opportunities. You find yourself down a goal to a team that is yet to secure a point, and that's a pretty careless offside. And I think the Capitals knew it because they didn't really have anyone on her, and they knew if they made that pass, then it was going to be pretty easily called offside, and they were tempted into it. They made that open pass and just wandered a little too far. Down this right side again, tries to get the cross, going to go off her defender. It's going to be a corner.
Marley, get in on that.
A lot of space on that right side. The Rangers have a switch off from what was a lot of space on the left side earlier today. A lot of creativity come that way, but looks like a ball out right and crossed in is kind of what they're going with here. They are to score.
Keeper going to find it immediately. Again, not going to be able to come up with anything from that corner. I believe that's the 6th corner. But nothing to show for it. Takes the long range shot. Way off target and not nearly enough on it either. Looks like it might have gone off a defender. It's going to be another corner just on this left side instead of the right. Corner coming in on a line. It's low. Going to be dribbled away. Recycled by the Rangers. Immediately loses the possession here. Capitals going to try and go down this left side. It's going to roll all the way out of play.
And moves coming down this right side. Like maybe an elbow, the flag's gone up, and they will call that physical play. They haven't been calling much, but act like that, they will notice. And once again, kind of another turnover from the Rangers, getting it right back in promising area.
Hey, you can drop. Hey, move with it, Kate. There you go. Drive it, and drive it. There you go. And kick.
Past the 80-minute mark.
Kate, you're going to have to drop a little bit with the flow. Make sure that
Really just not much time left to work with. The Rangers, with every point mattering so much, you have to kind of beat up on those teams that aren't super competitive. And I mean, a loss here would be devastating, especially when you put up such a good fight against some of the really good teams in this conference.
Another chance for the Rangers kind of calm things down. It looks like kind of moved Erica into some kind of midfield role. Maybe she can help facilitate from there. They've talked about not getting into the midfield. We've seen a lot of play out wide, but they've kind of calmed down from a Rangers point of view. I'd say at the wrong time. Things are kind of slowing down. You want them to be fast and starting to run out of time at this rate. Just about 10 minutes left. See if desperation starts to kick in.
I mean, this slow play is exactly what the Capitals would want, but this one, center of the box, gets a dribbler towards the keeper. It's going to be an easy grab. Didn't have enough space to really charge up anything, get some power on it.
Marley, tuck a little. Tuck a little, Marley.
And once again, like saying, things kind of just slowing down, just kind of moving it from left to right. It's like a long ball here, but be too far.
Way too much on the long ball. Just some more simple mistakes that leads to a loss of these possessions. At the very least, it's going to be a throw rather than a goal kick. Deep for the Capitals. See if the Rangers can maybe jump it.
Ollie Hall. Same
Gonna
thing.
go out of play again
Drop
off the
it in wide
Rangers. So
position.
another throw, a couple
Patience,
steps
patience, that's
further
fine.
in. Rangers gonna
Reset,
jump that
reset.
one. Capitals gonna clear it. Or attempt to clear it as the Rangers gonna come back with it at midfield.
Well, at the very least, it gives their defense another chance to sit back, and
There you go, Al. That's right.
adjust.
Well done. Be patient.
We'll win it back here again. Stay organized. They've really sat back a lot today,
Okay,
defensively,
Bobby.
especially in the
Now
second
reset.
half, kind of realizing
Be
they're
patient.
maybe
Good, G. Well done.
better off playing on the counterattack. Rangers a really tough time here.
Had that one centered, nothing came of it.
Patient.
Play still going.
Hey.
Coach Santos making some changes, seeing if some different positions for some players can make a difference. But again, just not a lot of time to work with.
Lots of changes, trying to get a little more creativity in there. They're in desperate need of a spark. If a spark is what they'll get.
Takes the quick throw, ends up back with it. His right wing towards goal centered. Good touch, keep it in front of her, loses it. Stays with it. Capitals trying to clear it. They're going to get a foot on it. Through ball left wing. Gotta win the one-on-one. Isn't able to. Quick throw. It's gonna be a foul. And that's on the very edge of the box. Not sure if they're gonna consider that in. And it'll be a penalty, or if it's gonna be a free kick on the very edge of the corner.
Easy.
Looks like it'll be just outside. Still a really good opportunity here.
Play like a corner. Drop them in. Offside. Offside.
This could be the chance to equalize. Central Park Rangers down a goal to the Kingston Capitals. It's 2-1 at Randall's Islands. Kick comes in. Gonna be bodied. Second kick. Gonna find this edge of the goal on the side.
Leave it.
Eric, I can tell you for sure this time it looks like the United States are up 1-0.
Are you 100% sure, Matt?
I am 100% sure this time. It has not been disallowed. It is Olarin Balagoon, I believe. I hope I did not butcher that name, but it's 1-0 USA just on the stroke of halftime.
So a little good news mixed with the bad. Rangers still find themselves down a goal, but the U.S. men's national team finds themselves up 1-0 over Bosnia.
Yeah, but priorities for here. Love to see the Rangers score one, but just not very clinical today. And they're going to have to figure it out late. They want to get a draw.
Well done, kiddo. Just double
Basically the 88th minute here. And in these WPSL games, you don't see much extra time added. So likely 3 minutes max. Even with the hydration break. That one's sent in. Goalkeeper's going to get to it. Nice touch. Going in the corner.
Good one, too.
Gonna go off the Capitals and roll out of play.
Check both sides. AK scan, check your sides. Sabrina, check your sides there, right? Make sure we're aware. 8, call it out, Kate. Let's hear you.
Just about 2 or so minutes left here, maybe a couple more in extra time. Rangers got to move quickly here.
Agent slow, patient.
It's like that one's gonna went out of play off the Capitals maybe, so it's gonna be a corner. Not only do they have to take this quick, they're gonna keep it close. Good move, trying to make some space. Gets in, gonna be cleared. Capitals doing a really good job just keeping the ball away. That's all they have to do with the lead.
And right now, it's really just putting all 10 players in front of the ball, holding strong for 10 more minutes. Rangers give them all they got. They need to be creative. They need to get something in the box. Figure something out.
Gonna get cleared again. End up out of play. At this point, if I'm the Rangers, my goalkeeper's coming all the way up too.
Yeah, they might do that. They get a corner kick late.
Sent in front of the goal. Capitals gonna try and get it clear. They will eventually. That one's gonna roll. Stay in play. In the corner. In the box. Capitals in front of it again. Out of play again. Good move. Center of the field. Takes the shot. Slow dribbler. Keeper's going to grab it. She's going to wait out as much as she can here. Once it on their right side.
Like a minute.
What?
As the whistles will be blown. And the Capitals are going to come away with the win as they secure their first 3 points of this WPSL season, taking down the Rangers 2-1. And if you're a Rangers fan, this one has to be a pretty disappointing finish here at Randall's Island.
Yeah, I mean, they just had so many chances, but the shots were just weak, off target, not creative enough, and not using that midfield well enough. But Capitals credit, I mean, at some point they decided in the second half, okay, we're not doing well with the ball, we're going to sit back on the counterattack. And one real good opportunity they had, really the only time they were in the Central Park Rangers half, a little threatening, they were clinical, and they found the goal. And that's just the difference today.
Rangers score in minute number 2 and don't score beyond that. And the second place team looking to play at home against the bottom ranked team who doesn't have any points, coming away with a loss. It's going to be a difficult pill to swallow as they're still looking to grab any point they can in hopes to push towards the playoffs. But this one, certainly a night to forget. So for Matt Leboff, I am Derek Bullier. Your final score, Central Park Rangers 1, Kingston Capitals 2. And the Rangers are going to come away with a loss here at Randall's Island. Have a good night, everybody, and go USA.